Hey everyone, how's it going? Today I'm excited to share this cool jazz tune with you that I've really been feeling a lot lately, and I'm sure there may be a few hip cats that may recognize this one. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna begin right now, first just playing it. I'm gonna do like a little arrangement I did of the intro, then the melody, and I'm gonna improvise for a chorus. And after that, I'll talk about it a little bit, and I'll tell you about my little idea for a cool video series that I think I want to do, and this is really introducing it today. And also, I'll let you know there's like a PDF plus some extra stuff for this one that go along with this video, so make sure to stick around until the end. I'm going to tell you about all that, so I hope you enjoy. Alright, so I'm gonna talk about this a little now, and I got my little notes here because I'm just so bad at recording the talking, because I'm so bad at communicating, but this will just be easier and more authentic. Alright, so the song I just played, I hope you enjoyed it. That was a tune that is entitled Aesthetic, and this was written by none other than Mr. Lydian Chromatic himself, the great George Russell, although this particular composition of his, I find, doesn't really explore or express those sort of Lydian chromatic concepts that much, but it's still a great tune. And I wanted to play this one for you today because I think it's a fiery tune, and I thought it would be perfect for starting off this little idea that I had that I called, jazz tunes not standard enough. And I just thought it would be a cool idea, basically, to expose certain jazz songs, like good jazz songs, that we may perhaps say aren't, particularly familiar and played by a lot of jazz musicians, but they're good. They have a lot of musical value to offer, and they often, inevitably I think would work really good as like a vehicle for jazz improvisation, and it would be a fun one to play. All right, so therefore it could be like standardized and people can know it and they can call it sessions or just be played more. Right, it's a good one to promote. All right, obviously if I pick songs for this, they're going to be biased to my taste, but that's what I'm considering if I'm picking tunes like this. They're ones that I think really work well to play over and could be fun ones, and they're just cool tunes anyway. Right, so need I say more? Basically, I really like to promote the idea that we learn all these standards in jazz, and they're standards for a reason. I love those tunes, and sometimes if I learn a standard today or really enjoy playing one, it's because I'm really feeling it. But a lot of times when people first start learning jazz, they'll typically, pick songs to learn by just selecting them out of a real book, but they haven't really even listened to it that much. But you really want to select a lot of music that you inevitably want to play more through your hearing process, and what are you just automatically drawn to, because if you're playing stuff that really sounds good to you, it's going to translate over better to the audience. It doesn't mean that you can't be feeling the standards. Like I said, those are great tunes and you need to learn those too, but that's what I'm trying to do here, basically put more good music out there and hopefully get more publicity, so this way, maybe more of the general public can get into it too and realize that this music is good, and hopefully it could grow. All right, so enough corny rambles. Anyway, like I said, I have a PDF available for this song if you're interested, and it includes the arrangement that I did. That intro is common for the song, but I kind of do it a little differently since I'm playing it all by myself, and the way it smoothly, translates to the tempo when they play. But I also made a backing track, what I was playing along with. I made it in iReal Pro, and I have the chord chart available as well, just the chords, all right? So that's all available on my website, and of course my Patreon will get everything on this channel for only $5 a month. So check it out if you're interested. Learning this song, I was really influenced by a few recordings. You got the George Russell recording that he did himself, but you got the classic Grant Green recording that you might have heard. That sounds great. And the Max Roach from his classic album that has Sonny Rollins on it, that was a good version for learning this as well. And also, one that I almost forgot, from Miles on his classic album Conception, which is cool, because I actually had that on CD back in high school, and that's just a cool album, looking back on it, where it's I didn't even know really what it was back then, but now I'm oh, it's cool that I had that CD. But that's a good version too, and there's a lot of variation even with the George Russell version, with some ending variations and certain little phrases, but they're basically all the same thing. But what I put in the PDF is basically a conglomerate of those. All right, so I hope that you'll check it out if you think it's cool, and I hope that you try to play it. It's the melody's a little difficult, but it's a fun tune. It kind of reminds me of the Dexter Gordon tune Cheesecake, form-wise. It's definitely a good one to play on. So anyway, I'm just gonna leave it there because I'm rambling, but I hope you'll check out this tune. If you have any questions or anything you're curious about with this, let me know, put it in the comments. And if you like the video, give it a like, subscribe, just support me, make it easier for me to make these videos, because I have a lot of good ideas, but don't always have the time, I want to do it, but, other things have to do right now. So, hopefully you'll support me, but I'm glad you check it out. That's it, and I'll see you guys in the next one.